Actually, I'm the first to attend college in my family. My long-term goal is to become a doctor. The best part about the IE program is that it's organic. It's what you make it.
The mission of IE is to educate citizen scholars, students who know how to leverage their knowledge to make a difference in the world.
The Intellectual Entrepreneurship Initiative is one of the most innovative programs in the country. It really allows students to find their passion.
When I first got into college, I came in with the mindset that I'm going to medical school. Getting into the IE program, I was able to work along with a grad student, and from there, I learned more about grad school and what it consisted of.
Justin is really motivated, and not only did we talk about graduate school, but I taught him scientific techniques.
Students will shadow their graduate student. They will go to their classes, they will work with them in their research labs.
He does a lot of the molecular biology work.
This actually helps me because wanting to go to medical school, they like to see that you have some kind of research experience.
There basically have been three challenges that we have been trying to meet. The first challenge is, how do we create greater collaborations and partnerships among the hundreds of academic disciplines that make up a university? The second challenge, and very much related to the first, is the challenge of how can research universities, great public institutions like the University of Texas at Austin, form greater collaborations with the community? And the third, and also interrelated challenge, is how do we as universities become more diverse?
As an undergrad, I didn't really know what graduate school was about, and I had no idea that I could go to graduate school.
It's an opportunity for them to really explore what graduate school is. A lot of times what I've noticed is that first generation and underrep minority students don't even really know what graduate school entails.
I think part of being Latina and part of being a woman, you grow up with these values and these beliefs that as a woman you need to always give and you always need to be there for the family, and you can't really go out there. And I know that was a huge struggle for me, and part of my growth was even coming to UT.
So she worked really closely with her mentor. They applied to conferences together, they presented together.
It really shocked me and it impressed me because I had never seen so many social workers, especially so many women working in these fields, talking about, child abuse and domestic violence and drug abuse and doing all of these things to advocate for people.
At the end of one of the conferences, she received feedback that her presentation was one of the best and that they couldn't believe that she was just an undergrad. They thought that she was a grad student.
The IE program really challenged me, and it helped me challenge my own values and my own beliefs, and to say, I am a woman, I am Latina, but this is the future that I want. And even though I want to do all these things and get educated and get out there, that doesn't make me less Latina or less of a woman. That just makes me stronger.
The Intellectual Entrepreneurship Consortium, IE, has gone about trying to modestly meet these objectives by fundamentally reshaping the way we do education. What would happen if we envisioned the following? A university not starting with academic disciplines, our bread and butter, but rather starting with individuals, starting with students.
So you can do original research, you can go to conferences, you can teach or TA classes, and I'm actually doing all of that. Dr. Moore is a professor in the School of Music. He said, well, if you're going to conduct a research project on anything in the Caribbean, join my ensemble, because then you kind of understand all of the performance aspects.
You get a real profound appreciation for what the music is in a way that you wouldn't if you just listened to a song a couple of times and then took a test.
That's almost kind of a bit intimidating because it's filled with really, really great musicians. Just being able to have this really close dialogue with both a graduate student and a professor, IE allows the opportunity for that relationship that you kind of don't really get a chance for, especially at a really large state university like UT.
I really enjoy mentoring, and I like to take as many opportunities as I can to continue to mentor students. Interns come into my office and they get to see the day-to-day of what it's like to be an attorney. Drafting documents, doing legal research.
Being in the atmosphere that you want to work in or you see yourself working in the future is definitely important so that you can know whether you actually want to do this or not.
Even as a law student, it's sometimes difficult to understand what the day-to-day career is going to be like.
I felt like I was just walking into home, so I felt like this is what I need to do, this is where I am supposed to be. I cannot see myself doing anything else right now.
the University of Texas at Austin, has launched a $3 billion capital campaign, and part of that $3 billion campaign is to raise $50 million for IE. And we are hoping by raising this money, we can begin to do new things. We can begin to take, for example, the IE pre-graduate school internship and turn it into a mentorship for all freshmen and sophomores.
And this knowledge and this experience allows them to be even more effective once they graduate and to go back to their communities and to help address some of the pressing problems our society and communities face.
So our hope is that if we can raise the money, if we can continue to get the support from the university, not only are we going to continue to educate citizen scholars, which has been our mantra, but we will literally help in fulfilling what President Powers wants us to do, and that is to become one of the best public research universities in the United States, and one that is outstanding, not just because it has good students, but because it has innovative philosophies and approaches to education, and we believe IE will be a part of that.